It's been so long.
Hello, good
everybody.
evening.
Welcome to
It has
it's
been
oh my God, it's been so long since we've done reading sprints on here.
It's been 11 months to be exact.
Yeah. I was
We
looking
haven't done
back
any
through
this year.
I was looking back through my videos just to figure out like what we titled the last one. I was like, oh my God, it was like December.
December 2023.
So
crazy.
Hey everybody.
Hi.
Welcome. Some reading sprints.
Reading sprints.
How are we all doing on this lovely
Everyone's doing I guess good afternoon, good evening, depending what time zone you're in.
Of course.
We got some people in the evening, people from the Netherlands, people from Australia. Exciting stuff. Hello.
I love it.
I kind of miss doing these, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Katie and I are running our Patreon, so we do reading sprints, like, individually. But it's so special when I get to hang out with Katie like this.
I know, like doing them with people is my favorite way to do reading sprints. Also, there's no awkward silence when you're like...
I mean, there still might be an awkward silence, but it's because of both of us contributing nothing.
Yeah, see, then it's something like 50% your fault that the sprints suck instead of 100% your fault.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have so many people from all over the world here. That's so crazy.
Oh, this is crazy. I'm so excited.
Very, very excited. So if you've never done reading sprints and this is your first time joining us, first off, welcome. Reading sprints, they're nice and simple. We chat for as long as we feel like, and then one of us will be like, hey, should we read? And then we'll set an amount of time to read, and we all just kind of read together for like 30 to 45 minutes-ish. I don't know how long we're feeling for the reading sprints.
But yeah, I mean, I've been doing like, when I do Patreon reading sprints, I do like hour-long sprints, but that might be a bit much. But we could see what we're all feeling.
We can see. I mean, this is the final Wyverns and Words reading sprint. Sometimes we have to go out with a bang, But we'll see. We'll fill out the mood.
2-hour reading sprints.
all right. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I have no time for that. There really are so many people from all over the world in this chat. That's insane.
It is insane.
I'm so glad we're all here together.
Yep. The love of reading bringing us all together.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
So, should we talk reading plans for these sprints? Cass, you go first.
No, you go first, Katie.
She told me when we got in the studio, she's like, you're never going to believe what I'm reading. And then she proceeded to not tell me what she was reading.
I need some people to guess what I'm reading first. It's exciting. I'm excited about it. I'm going to love it. Any guesses?
Oh my God, are you reading Words of Radiance? Is that a yes?
Perhaps.
Why?
Perhaps.
How did I not think it was Words of Radiance? Oh, I'm so dumb.
I started this the other night, just out of the blue. I was like, I really want to pick this up. I'm only 4 chapters in and I'm loving it. I'm like, wow. Where was this?
Good. It's so good.
So good.
Words of Radiance is my favorite book.
I love all y'all reading, saying it's the new Ranger's Apprentice book. That's happening soon. I haven't bought it yet, crazily enough.
Is it out in the States now?
It is, yes. It came out when I was it came out after I came back from my Netherlands trip. And I was like, I'll get around to buying it, and then I haven't yet. So,
yeah.
But of course, it's Brando Sando. See, y'all know me so well. Ranger's Apprentice and Brando Sando. I feel so seen.
Words of Radiance.
Listen, it hasn't been that long because I read Way of Kings in April. Okay, so it's been a hot minute, but still, all things considered.
No, you're doing better than I did with Stormlight.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It took a year and a half to actually read Words of Radiance. And then I proceeded to read Oathbringer and Rhythm of War within like a month span.
Oh, see, I don't know how that's gonna happen. But I am really glad that I picked up the floppy. They've really grown on me. Because I used to diss these books so hard. Like the covers and listen.
I remember this attitude like a year ago. You're like, I don't really like floppy books. Like, they don't really do something for me. And now look at you, flopping your book all over the place.
It's been your influence. Oh, also, speaking of your influence, look at the bookmark of choice for it. I know Halloween's over, but Katie designed this bookmark, and it's so cute. And I got the exclusive tassel.
I think I use like your bookmarks in almost every single book that I read. I feel.
Every time I see him in the vlogs, I'm like, oh, who designed those bookmarks?
Right from the mind of Cassandra.
Parabatai things, using each other's bookmarks. We got a couple people reading the X-Hex.
As you should.
Let's see, what else?
I hope you guys are enjoying it. And if you're not, don't tell me.
Reagan says, I'm reading The Queen's Resistance by Rebecca Ross. Please tell me if that's good, because recently I read Dreams Lie Beneath by her, and I was not impressed. Because I love the Elements of Cadence duology, and I love the Letters of Enchantment duology, but I was not impressed with Dreams Lie Beneath. I liked the concept, the execution, a little questionable.
See, I don't even think I've heard of The Queen's Resistance before.
I hadn't either. Legends and Lattes, second book to Emily Wilde, Well of Ascension. Someone said I literally just finished Words of Kings, Way of Kings the other day. Kind of want to jump straight into this one. You should come join me.
Be better than us.
Oh, someone's reading Oathbringer too.
That's a chunky one.
Cytonic.
Cersei by Madeline Miller. I read that one earlier this year and I really liked it.
Oh, Dungeon Crawler Carl 6. I really want to pick up Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Me too. I went to the bookstore yesterday and I was going to buy it, but they didn't have it. I was hurt.
Was it the one the cover that we saw when we were together in Missouri?
Yeah, I think that cover is really cool.
It's fun. I don't know where it would fit on my bookshelf because it's very out there, but it's cute.
Yeah.
We should buddy read that together.
That becomes like fun. I feel like we always say we're gonna buddy read things and then we don't. But we should actually make it happen.
When we said that, we were still running Words and Words, so we still had like a buddy read we were perpetually doing. We'll make this one happen. I'm going to the bookstore in 4 days, and I'll buy it there. There's a Barnes & Noble opening near me, so I'm going to go to the opening. I don't know if they're doing anything special for the opening day, but I'm going to go. Maybe. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people, so I'm kind of scared.
A lot of people, no payoff. I don't know about all that.
No, I need to pick up the new Ranger's Apprentice book. So
yes, that's true. There's the payoff.
There's the payoff. And the book I'm going to buddy read with you. So cute. Is Words of Radiance book 2? Yes, Words of Radiance is book 2 in the Stormlight Archive. 2 out of 5.
Yeah, but the whole thing's going to be 10 books.
Yeah, but it's going to be, isn't it like Mistborn where it's like eras?
I'm not sure if it's broken into eras. I've never heard it addressed that way, at least, but I could be wrong.
We're like 30. We're going to be in like our mid-30s by time it's complete.
Yeah, don't depress me like that. That's a long way away.
And this man still writes so fast, but just not fast enough.
Oh, it is broken.
It is broken in eras. See?
The more you know. I just never heard it been called like eras before. Like I always hear Mistborn referred to as that way, but not up on my Brandon Sanderson news.
Yeah, but Mistborn's gonna have 4 eras.
Mm-hmm.
I think we discussed this last time.
Yeah, I think we talk about this like every time somehow.
The weather, the adaptations, Brandon Sanderson. Those
are no topics. If it wasn't for Katie, I wouldn't have known that Mistborn had an era too. I'm so glad I could inform you. Read era 2, guys. It's great.
I'm going to give it another chance. Because when I read it the first time, I was not a fan.
For my girly Steris, do it. So I just read the first Mistborn book. I hope you loved it, because that is my favorite out of all of them.
Really? Or out of all the Mistborn?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, because it's peak.
I don't know. Final Empire might rank as one of my favorite Brandon Sanderson book overall.
Are you caught up on Brandon Sanderson now?
Almost.
Sunlight Man.
Like the Cosmere stuff. I need to read The Sunlight Man, yeah.
That's the only one?
There are like some short stories that I haven't read, but for the most part, I think
I want a ranking from you.
I want to do a ranking. Like when I read The Sunlit Man, I want to do like a tier ranking of all the Cosmere books.
Solid.
I might wait until after
book 5.
Well, actually, I'm not going to read Sunlit Man before I read the 5th one anyway. So next year, I'm going to do it.
Hopefully next year I'll be caught up. Oh, we'll see. I still have to tackle 4 more 1,000-page books.
It was kind of intimidating.
I love it though.
Let's see. Thoughts on Graveyard Shift by Emma Rio. I liked Graveyard Shift. I think it was a bold choice for that to be her first book in like 9 years, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite thing though.
Green on the cover and like a bunny or something.
Like got like a dead rat on it.
Ah, okay.
Real cute. It was okay. I was hoping for more, but I liked it, and it was like a good read for October. So, or I might have read it in September. Fall.
How are you feeling about it no longer being Halloween?
Guys, I had a moment yesterday. I was like, I'm so depressed now.
Not the post-Halloween depression.
I did. Yeah, I went book shopping yesterday to cheer myself up, as one does. And you know, I was feeling fine while I was book shopping. And then on the way home, I was like, damn, this shit's kind of sad.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I like November. I think it's a good month, but it was just like too sunny outside yesterday. It was too warm. I was like, no. But it's gloomy today. I think it's going to rain today, so I'm feeling better. I'm here doing these sprints, so I'm feeling better.
Woo!
Woo!
I'm excited for it to be November. I love November, December. I love October, but I'm just not a Halloween girly. It's just a juxtaposition between Katie and I, you know? We can't both be Halloween fanatics. It'd just be too much, you know?
Like, you guys would be sick of us, you know? You're probably already sick of
I've just been, like, excited through Katie's excitement of Halloween.
It's infectious.
Oh my gosh. Wait, no. I had my first, like, trick-or-treaters. I was really excited about that because I've never lived in, like, a house before that is in, like, a neighborhood. We had 5. That's more than 0. And I got to hand candy to one person. I was very excited.
That's nice.
And then I text Katie. I'm like, oh my god, I had 5. And she's like, we've had like 150 so far. And I'm like, okay.
Actually, final tally, because my dad does count how many trick-or-treaters we get every year. We had like 211.
Dang.
I'm also like deep in the suburbs, so that's not hard.
My neighborhood was slacking. Like, they did not decorate for Halloween. I got to meet my neighbors, though. My neighbors had some fun Halloween decor. They had, like, flamingos and, like skeleton flamingos and stuff. Very, like, floor decor.
Mm-hmm. No, I love that.
I got to meet them, and they said last year they had about 20 people.
Oh.
Or no, 2 years ago they had 20 people. Last year they had 10. So I think there's, like, a pattern.
I guess so. So
yeah, I was happy to
like,
get
half people.
Pass out to 1.
Yeah.
I also watched The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, to wrap up the night. That was solid.
You know, I didn't do any of my, like, wrapping up the night Halloween plans. I went to sleep at, like, 11 p.m. It's real sad. I was going to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I never did.
Oh, you did say that you're going to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it in December instead. Have a little spooky
Christmas movie.
Have a little Christmas.
That's a Christmas movie.
It's still both. Nightmare Before Christmas is a both movie. I take no side. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
My hot take. What do you guys think? Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas or Halloween movie?
What are we feeling? I'm trying to think of. I think I've seen it. I just haven't seen it like recently enough to really form an opinion on it.
So it's a yearly rewatch for me. Nightmare Before Christmas is a must-watch for me in December. It's fair enough.
Ooh, lots of Christmas.
Both? Anyone that says both, intellectuals.
They know what's up.
They know what's up. I don't remember the Christmas part of it at all. That's a big part. It's a November movie, also an intellectual take.
Then you could watch it like smack in between Halloween and Christmas.
That's true. Yeah. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Like the middle of the United States.
Smack dab in the middle.
Truly, like right in the middle, Give or take a little bit.
Give or take. Careful, they'll start saying you're from Kansas.
Don't say I'm from Kansas. Absolutely not. Anyone from Kansas in the chat, I mean that in a very disrespectful way. I'm kidding. Kind of.
Sips her Diet Coke. Or is it LaCroix? Are you off of your LaCroix phase?
I haven't had LaCroix in a while.
Solid.
I've been thinking I should get back into LaCroix because I still drink too much Diet Coke. Also, what do you mean you literally thought I was from Kansas? Why are you disrespecting me like that?
Oh, goodness. At least you're not coming after Kentucky yet. No state is safe, okay? Hey, she's already done Texas slander on the internet.
I can't.
Florida slanders out there.
I won't slander any other states. Just Kansas. No other states give me bad vibes. How much Diet Coke do I drink in a day? I don't know if we want to get into that. Maybe like 24 ounces. Like 2 of the cans.
Oh, 2. Okay. 2.
Yeah. See, that's why I need LaCroix. I need another drink with my third meal. You know what I'm saying? I could get water, but that's not fun.
I was going to say water.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we know Katie hates Texas heat. You know what? Maybe I'll slander Texas, too. Because it's too damn hot in that state.
Oh, my gosh. Someone did ask earlier when we're starting reading. When we want to. No, I'm kidding.
Probably like 10:30.
That sounds good.
Or whatever the 30 is for you guys. Like 13
so about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
We get to blather on and slander states for 13 more minutes.
Now, who else wants to be disrespected?
It's okay. I've disrespected both of the states I've lived in. I'm in Florida right now, and it was not a big step up from Texas. Kind of felt like a step down. Not gonna lie. It's like Texas, but with like hurricanes.
That's just sounds so much worse. I wouldn't survive in Puerto Rico. You're so right. Any like further towards the equator than I am now, no. I need to move further north. It's still too hot for me here.
I've been looking at other states to move to potentially. And I want something, I don't want to do like north because I've never lived somewhere where it's like snow. Like Texas gets that massive freeze for about 2 weeks and our entire like infrastructure shuts down because we're not built for snow. But then we're fine.
Yeah.
But to like constantly live through the snow for like months, I'm like, can I do that? Like I can, but do I want to?
Yeah. I think, it snows enough here that I think I could handle maybe a little bit further north, a little bit more snow, but I don't think I could handle like that much snow either. I'm thinking like the northwest. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know how much snow they get.
Yeah. But it's pretty up there too.
Yeah.
I want to live near mountains.
That'd be nice. When
I visited Salt Lake City, Utah, waking up to just mountains, walking around downtown, you just see mountains. I'm like, this is people's views every day. Kind of digging it.
Honestly, I would even take some hills, like it's just flat where I live. There's nothing. There's no like beach near me. There's no mountains. There's no nothing. Should move to Scotland because it's cold and we don't get snow. I would move to Scotland in a heartbeat. It looks stunning.
It does.
It just got under 90 here in Arizona. You poor soul.
Ugh.
Keeping you in my thoughts. Although it was in like the upper 80s here on Wednesdays. So not that I'm comparing that to the Arizona heat because I know that's not good. but
the high is 82 today, and it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain all day, and the high is still high 70s, low 80s.
See, we got onto the weather. We always end up talking about the weather. Good God.
You say that, and I was like, let's just roll with it. Oh, my goodness. Katie, I missed you hitting 100K. That's right, everybody. Katie hit 100K.
Thank you. Thank you. I still honestly can't believe it. Like, it has not sunk into my head yet that actually happened.
I get to be excited, too, because I have always wanted to see a YouTube plaque in person. And while it's not mine, I'm still going to check that off my list.
I did get to order it the other day. I'm very excited. She's on the way. I got the tracking. Woo! So thank you, everybody. Again, I'm going to say thank you like every time.
Crazy. And I've been here since the OG days. Since that old profile picture.
It's like 2,000 subscribers.
Before you were holding books in your profile picture.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for the plaque? The plaque is free. You get one plaque for free. You can buy more plaques, I think. Could you imagine? Just like buy a wall of plaques. I think that's like
so much sense.
If you like have a team or whatever that you want to get plaques for, but
okay, that makes sense. Okay, here's a question for you, plaque related.
All right.
The old plaques and the new plaques. Which ones do you like more?
I like the new plaques better. I think they're sleeker.
They are very sleek.
They're modern, and I like that.
I like the charm of the old plaques, though.
Yeah. But like the shadow box.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. It's a little too 3D. I like the thickness of the new ones.
Nice and sturdy. Could do some damage with it, you know?
Yeah, like if anybody ever broke in my house.
Actually, just hit him probably with the corner.
You're probably right, yeah.
Damage.
I'll throw it like a frisbee. As if I wouldn't reach for like anything else in my room. I would take my plaque off the wall and hit somebody.
Honestly, you could just like toss Poppy at him. I think Poppy could do some damage.
I think so. Someone said you have to order the plaque yourself. I thought it was so nice because they just sent it to you. Yeah, I mean they send you like a little code thing for it, and you have to go on their website and like you can put like whatever you want it to say on the plaque, like the name for it. They want you to like do that yourself.
Yeah, she literally could have put whatever she wanted on there. She did not have to put her channel name.
Boo. That's it.
Imagine.
So where am I displaying the plaque? It's going on my gallery wall. It's gonna look very nice. I'm very excited.
It's gonna look nice in the background of some of your videos.
I know. So excited.
Ooh, now for 1 million. Let's get her there, everyone.
That sounds terrifying. Having 1 million subscribers.
That sounds terrifying. I'm barely sitting over here with 10,000. Like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
When you like sit and think about it too hard, it's scary.
I just don't.
Just avoid it at all costs. Yeah. It's fine.
Someone said, speaking of damage, I used The Stand by Stephen King as a weapon once. Super effective.
Okay, but who are we swinging at?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know. But I feel like any Stephen King book could do some damage. I don't know. I think the flop is too much on this one, you know? I'd really have to hold it firm, but...
Yeah, if you had like a hardcover...
Oh, the hardcovers could do some damage.
Yeah. My God, I saw like all 4 of the hardcovers at half price a few weeks ago. I was like, they're so large. Large and in charge.
See, I have all these books to choose from, but I also have a sword, a dagger,
like literal weapons,
a star, and an axe, all within easy reach of me. So I'd probably reach for one of those before I grab a book.
See, I think if I needed a weapon, I would grab my tripod because she's clunky, she's heavy, and I think I could really...
She's done some damage to me, and I was using her.
What'd she do to you?
I pinched my fingers in that stupid thing.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. She's, like, older than me. She's trying her best.
She's antique.
She is an antique.
She's vintage.
She might be. Well, she's vintage for sure.
Katie, you could fill up a full stadium.
Damn.
All your subscribers.
Coming to the Katie is reading it.
Oh.
I might cry if I had to go talk in front of 1,000 actual people. Or 100,000 actual people. Well, even 1,000.
Yeah, even 1,000 is a lot. Crazy. Crazy. When is your semester done?
Early December. She's coming up.
Are you looking forward to being done with this semester?
I mean, like, yeah, but not as much as I usually am, because the class that I'm taking right now is like, it feels like it's not happening. We do so little work for it. It's insane. Not that I'm complaining, but I don't think it's going to feel much different to not have class.
That's fair. Are you doing 1 or 2 classes next semester?
I'm probably going to do 2 classes next semester. And then next fall I'll do 1. And then 2 the following.
Yeah, because fall is the most important time for the content.
Exactly.
You can't be busy with college.
Huh?
I said you can't be busy with college in the fall.
I know, that's gross.
Did say what she was reading? She didn't.
Oh, I didn't say what I was reading because I don't know what I'm reading. I have 2 options with me. I could read my Patreon buddy read, which is A Dark and Drowning Tide, or I did pick up Jane Eyre and I restarted.
That is just so funny.
See, I've got a lot of time off right now. I get myself the next week off or so. I was like, what a better time to read a bunch of Jane Eyre. Whether or not that's gonna happen, whether or not that's gonna happen, don't know. But I would like to read another classic before the end of the year. So
it's actually a classic that I have read, and I actually kind of enjoyed that one. So
see, look at that. Maybe I'll actually do it.
But also, I must say, because I was going to tell you this the other day, so bold of you to pick up another Alison Saft book after our previous experience with it.
No, see, I conceptually, this one sounds like it is everything I should like.
Okay. So
I want to give her another shot. All right.
Okay.
Because it's rival folklorists.
Ooh, boy, that does sound good, actually. I'm sold. Redemption round.
I think their advisor gets killed or something, and they have to or maybe they're looking for a magical spring or something. I don't know, but I was intrigued. Also, it got chosen as my Patreon buddy read, so I didn't really have a choice. But I was happy about it because I have been wanting to read it.
Fair. If you don't know, Katie and I last November, 2 Novembers ago, it's been a while. We read A Far Wilder Magic by it's crazy, by Alison Saft, and we were not the biggest fans.
Yeah.
But that's why.
Oh no! Someone said I read A Dark and Drowning Tide, and not gonna lie, it was boring. Don't tell me that now.
Have you started it at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's start it first, people. Hype it up.
Yeah, somebody that likes it.
Got reading sprints to do.
See, I see Sophia really liked what is this book called? A Dark and Drowning Tide.
Oh my goodness.
I was really hopeful that Gideon the Ninth would finally win. Gideon the Ninth has been on my Patreon buddy read poll at least 4 times now, and it's never won. I want to read it.
One day, perhaps.
One day. Because I've heard many good things about Gideon the Ninth.
We have about 1 minute before we start reading. Do you want to... Your emoji game is stronger than mine, so I'm going to let you...
Let me get on it.
Go at it. How long are we reading for? 30 or 45?
Let's do 45.
45? I like it.
Who asked me if I'm going to finish Throne of Glass? Get out of here. Probably eventually. Maybe. I don't like Throne of Glass, guys. I can't get into it.
You don't have to finish it.
I know, but I have them. And I'm not going to get rid of them because, they're the hardcovers. They're very sought after these days. And I want to feel special.
Solid. If you ever change your mind, let me know. I have all the original paperbacks, except for the last 2. I don't know if I want to collect them in hardcover, though. I kind of like how my paperbacks are. I have them stacked sideways so they don't take up that much room. Yeah. So I have debated getting rid of the Mortal Instruments because I have 2 copies. And I'm not a big fan of that series anymore. I've got that childhood nostalgia for it, but when I reread it did not hit the same.
The emoji vibe was November.
I like it. I feel like that is very November. So we're gonna mute. We're gonna read. And we'll be back at 15.
Whatever that 15 is for you.
Happy reading.
Peace.
I can't wait to see what Katie picks up.
Boom. The sprint is done. How are we all feeling?
Done.
I feel tired now after that sprint.
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm having a grand old time with this book.
That's good. Some people ask what I was reading. I'm currently reading A Dark and Drowning Tide by Alison Saft, but I'm only like 25 pages into it.
Solid, though.
Okay.
Okay is better than not okay.
That is true. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm a little scared.
And I had a few more people pop in, so hello.
Yes, hello.
Welcome. Hello. I'm reading Words of Radiance. I don't know why I had to look at the title.
Am I reading right now?
Am I? I don't know. I have like 2 pages left, or a page and a half left before I get to chapter 7.
Very nice.
I finally made it to page 100, which seems like it's a lot, but it doesn't. Tell me why I'm 100 pages into it and it barely looks like.
See, that's the fun part.
That is the fun part, though. I'm really excited. Very, very excited.
25 pages into it. What's my start prediction for A Dark and Drowning Tide? A 3.5.
Oh, that's bold for 25 pages.
I just I'm not connecting with the writing. I don't know about the characters. It's kind of interesting. Also, there's just a lot of things being thrown at you in the beginning of this book. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Like,
I probably won't touch Alison Saft's books again after Far Wilder Magic. So
if this one doesn't go well, I'm certainly not going to pick up another one. But it could always change. The rest of this could be great. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I'm reading the book in a vlog. No, I'm not gonna. I've taken like 2 weeks off after I finished my last vlog, so I won't be vlogging again until next weekend, I think.
You're vlogging for your Patreon though, right?
Yeah, but I probably won't start the vlog for this for a little bit.
Fair enough. Cass, how many pages do you think it takes for you to start guessing ratings? I guess it just depends on how long the book is. I don't know. Around 100 pages, I feel like is usually when I have a solid idea of how things are gonna be in terms of how much I like the writing. But then obviously it also depends how much I'm connecting with the characters, how much I like the storyline, that sort of thing. So just depends. I mean, I can guess all day long, but I won't know until I finish the book. So
I feel like there are definitely books from page 1 I can tell you when I'm gonna rate it, but sometimes it does take a long time.
Yeah. Except for Brando Sando.
Yeah, it's usually pretty.
I'm loving it. Page 1, I was like, yes, 5 stars.
Although I guess with Elantris, based on the first half of that book, I was like, I'm gonna give this a 3-star, But then the last half of it was so good, so that one threw me for a loop. Definitely would not have been able to predict my rating for it. Well, my rating for it, because I didn't rate it, but you know what I mean.
When I had started reading Elantris, I wasn't sure because everyone was like, oh, it's his first debut novel, it's not as good as his other work. So I was expecting to not like it. So then when I loved it and gave it 5 stars, I was like, whoa. Crazy.
Now that one was very surprising, but in a good way.
Yeah. The only Brandon Sanderson book, other than Era 2 of Mistborn didn't get 5 stars from me. I think they all got 3 to 3.75 star ratings from me, but I don't really remember much of it. I was traveling a bunch when I was reading that series, so it wasn't a good time to read it, and I just kept reading it in little spurts. So I do need to do a reread to see I don't think they'll be 5 stars. I think they'll maybe be solid 4s. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if I would give any of the books in Era 2 5 stars. Maybe The Bands of Mourning. I liked that one a lot. But they're pretty high, 4-star books, I'd say. Although I feel I think I've only given 4 Brandon Sanderson books 5 stars, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Way of Kings and then Words of Radiance, Yumi, and then The Final Empire. Oh, Bands of Mourning. 5.
Bands of Mourning too, yeah. I think I gave... Okay, so when I first read Mistborn, I gave all of them 5 stars. But I've since changed where The Final Empire, I would say, is like my only 5 stars with that one. Because I still like the next 2, but they weren't like my faves. And then Yumi, I loved Dress. Wave Kings. Elantris. I feel like I didn't give Warbreaker 5 stars.
Yeah, but I think I did. I think you gave like a 4.5.
I think so. Now I'm curious. Hold on. Let's see.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
The Final Empire. You should definitely continue it. It gets so good. I promise.
Let's see. I did. I gave it a 4.5.
We had twins.
Wow. That was the first Brando Sando book I read, though. And that was for this book club, too. So if not for this book club, I would have never probably read Brandon Sanderson.
Imagine.
I literally had never really heard of him before.
That's crazy.
I'd like heard him briefly like mentioned, but I didn't know he was as prolific as he is.
I certainly didn't know how prolific Brandon Sanderson was when I picked up Wave Kings.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew like about the Cosmere as a whole, really. I was just like, I'll read this one.
I only knew about it because I watched your vlogs on it. I was like, oh, there's a whole universe.
Glad I could be there too, in 4. Kate, I know you don't write books anymore, but you still rate them in your head after reading them. No, honestly.
Unless it's a 5.
Think about just 5s, yes. I will give books 5 stars. And those, I'll rate them 5 stars on Goodreads too, like if they're my top favorites. I'll think about my enjoyment of the book overall, but I don't really think, there's not a lot of things that I assign star ratings anymore. Maybe a book's like a 1 star. On the extreme ends, I'll rate them. But anything in between,
you would probably DNF before you gave a 1 star, unless you had to read it through like book club or something.
I don't think I've actually ever given a book a 1 star. I've given out a couple of 2 stars, maybe like 4-ish.
I've given out 1 stars.
Yeah, I can think of those.
Oh my goodness! What were the 1 stars?
What were the 1 stars? Do share.
I'm pretty sure Betrothed by Kira Cass. I gave a 1 star. Den of Vipers by, I think it was K.A. Knight. I gave 1 star. And that book was like 600 pages long. Listen, the only reason I read that book is because it was a gift, which is still a wild book to gift someone, I must say.
Yeah, I feel like these have to be
from
real.
Shadowhunter Academy, I think I gave 1.
Damn.
Don't quote me on that, though. Hold on. I think I can pull up in my Goodreads and sort by star rating, right? Let's see.
So a book is a 1 star. I'm not even finishing it to rate it. You're so valid for that. I literally gave a book a 1 star in this stream. Share. Do share.
I gave 50 Shades of Grey 1 star.
I still can't believe you read that book.
Oh, The Kissing Booth by Beth Riekels. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Wow. Crazy. I gave Ruin and Rising 2 stars. I gave Siege and Storm 2 stars.
Well, that's because Siege and Storm isn't very good.
But, wow. Oh, no. Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, I gave a 2 star. I've given out lots of 2 stars. Like, I gave Emily Wilde 2 stars. I gave Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher 2 stars. Guild by Infinity. The X-Hex. House of Flame by Sarah J. Maas got 2 stars from me.
Well,
Bunny by Mona Awad. Priory.
There's so many books that I really like that you've given 2 stars.
I think this is where I realized that our reading tastes
don't align.
Do not align anymore. Wow.
Your 2-star and Katie's favorites. I think I would 2-star. No, what did I give The Name of the Wind? I feel like I gave it a generous 3-star, but I think I would give The Name of the Wind 2 stars.
You're just saying that because I said Emily Wilde gave 2 stars.
No, I have very aggressive thoughts about Kumail as a character. Still.
Stop, it hurts. Kingkiller Chronicles is one of my favorite, like, all-time books behind Ranger's Apprentice. I have a tattoo for it and everything. Blasphemy!
I like this comment. Respectfully, Cass needs to get her eyes checked because what are these ratings?
I don't know. I don't know. I
can see rating the XX 2 stars because I know there are faults with it. I don't see those faults, but I get it. But Emily Wilde, this comment, I'm also wounded.
Listen, also though, I had to read that for book club, so it might have been like I wasn't in the mood to read it, and I like forced myself to read it. I have debated a few of those books. I wanted to do like a vlog where it was like a second chance type, like rereading books that I gave low ratings, and Emily Wilde was on that list. So we'll see. I didn't really connect with it.
No, I also like Emily Wilde's not for everybody. It is a bit slow.
I did get dragged for not liking Priory.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like hardcore
people that were not happy with me for not liking Priory. So
I just think that's so dumb. Like, reading is so subjective. How can you get mad at somebody for not liking your favorite book? Especially if they're doing it in a respectful way.
Yeah. Other than you not liking Kingkiller, I still want to.
Yeah, I'm not going to be respectful about Kingkiller.
No, but like a lot of times when people don't like certain books, I usually can understand it. I'm like, yeah, no, I can understand why you wouldn't like that book, and I do. Like, if you don't like the main character, like you're not gonna like.
Yeah. Like I know there are things about my favorite books that are issues, and if somebody brought those up, I'd be like, yeah, you're so right.
You're
so right. I just don't care.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love when people don't like my favorites. I read low star reviews of books, and I love the moment I fit. Me too. I do that too. The second I give a book 5 stars, I'm like, I need the tea on why people don't like this book.
No, like I'll go read the 1-star review. The 1-star reviews. I'm like, what's wrong with these people? It like makes me upset, but like in a fun way.
I love it. They're so entertaining.
It's like, exactly, you're so right, but I don't care. That's a normal thing to think. But apparently some people didn't get that memo.
Getting pressed in the comment section. This is a bit random, but Katie, I've read The Infernal Devices. Any last hour? Should I keep reading the Shadowhunter books or just move on?
I dare say you should move on.
I think what is that series? The Dark Artifices? Bro, my favorite, I think.
It's a hot take. I enjoy the Dark Artifices, but like I don't think I'd recommend them at this point in time. Like if you are committed to reading all of the Shadowhunter books, I think they are fun. But I don't know if I would never reread them. If I didn't annotate my copies, I'd probably get rid of them, honestly.
Bold. Actually, no, not too bold. They're just long.
They are very long. And like,
I feel like Cassandra Clare books are just really long.
I like a lot of the characters that are in the Dark Artifices. I think some of them are quite funny, but see, Dark Artifices over Infernal Devices is criminal.
Okay, no, I do really love the Infernal Devices. When I first read them back in a while ago, I absolutely obsessed with them. I reread one of them, not even recently, because that was only 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Because Katie and I, before we met up for the first time, we annotated each other's favorite books, did a little swap. And at the time, hers was The Clockwork Prince. And mine was obviously Ranger's Apprentice. And that was when I reread it. It wasn't like my absolute favorite. I just remember really, really enjoying the Dark Artifices. I did not enjoy the last hours. Like, I had fun, but I none of them really, like, I wasn't really connected. And then the third book ruined it too, though.
I mean, I don't really like Chain of Thorns that much. Like, I enjoyed it at the time, but I would never reread it. But the first two are so good.
I don't miss. That's no, not the word I'm looking for. It was fun when I was deep in like my Shadowhunter phase, but I'm definitely out of it now. Like the books take up too much space on my bookshelf. I've really debated getting rid of some of them, and I'm like, I'll keep them for now. Yeah. They did get demoted though. Most of them are all on this shelf over here.
Damn.
And I want to get rid of. I have special editions. What are they? Litjoy. I have Litjoy editions of the Mortal Instruments, and I kind of want to get rid of them. I want to keep the original covers because I have that middle school sentimental attitude towards them, but we'll see. I'm in my like I want to get rid of a bunch of my books phase, but I'm like, stop, Cass. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I love a book unhaul, but like a small book unhaul.
Gotta do it bit by bit. Really gotta sit on some of these.
Especially like special editions.
Finally decide. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, especially like special editions and stuff you can't get back easily. Those you should think about.
Yeah. I did recently decide to get rid of all but one of my JLA books. So Jennifer L. Armentrout finally got the axe from me, which like should be a surprise considering how much I like diss on her. That's fine. I don't think I'll continue. Me and my friend were buddy reading the whole series, and I just think I've moved on.
Yeah.
But it's like, we spent like 3 years buddy reading this series together, and I'm like kind of sad. And it's almost done. I think there's like one more book that I would have to read.
Read the last book? You're going to move on before the last one? No,
literally, I don't think I care.
Damn. That's not good.
Yeah. Well, I think because I fell behind. And like, there was one that came out last year, and then one that came out this year, or is coming out. I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
The world moved on other than her. Girl, she stays writing. Apparently, no, her last book, though, is the longest book she's ever written, and her books are already really long.
How long was it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's out yet. I just remember seeing like a little post on Facebook. Let's see. I don't even know. What is it?
You know, I respect the hustle, though. Gotta respect it.
735 pages.
How many?
735.
What the hell is happening in that book?
I don't know. Oh, wait, no, that's a different book. I don't even know. I don't really care.
It's too long.
Now I'm being dragged for being on Facebook. Hey now. Hey now. That's how I keep up with my family.
They're really coming for you in these comments.
They really are. Dang! Hang on! I didn't know I was going to get dragged like this.
Dang.
No, you think dragging cast. My grandparents how to use Instagram? No, they're on Facebook.
I had a Facebook account for like 2 seconds, then I was like, no, this is for old people.
When I had made it originally, it was for college actually, because there was like a college group on Facebook, and I use it to keep up with work as well, because my company is sending too many emails. I swear I get like 10 plus emails a day from them. Aww. So usually like the key things, someone will be like, hey, by the way, this is important. So
that's fair enough.
I don't need to justify myself to y'all. Jeez.
It's not me remembering when Facebook first started.
Careful, Stephanie, they'll attack you.
It's the year of our Lord 2003, and I was in college. Damn.
I was 1.
I was probably 2. So. Dang. That was a long time ago.
That was crazy. Now, Instagram came out way later.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because I think I remember when Instagram and Snapchat came out.
I miss the old days of Instagram.
Me too. When it was just square photos.
Yeah. Giving everybody TBRs, like the TB roots. I got one of those. Someone called me ugly once.
You called them TBRs?
Like, to be rude? You know, like...
We had TBH, like, to be honest.
Yeah, we had those too.
Oh, okay. Those are separate? So the rude was just coming for your throat, and the honest were also that if they felt like it?
It was middle school.
God,
it's a bad time for everyone.
Oh, God. You repressed those memories.
Oh, no. I think about them every now and then. They've not been repressed, even though I wish they were.
I think Instagram lost me when it was trying to be everything.
Yeah.
Like a combination of Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, maybe. I don't know.
I so desperately wish they did not introduce Reels. I would still be on Instagram if they didn't have Reels, but I just watched too many of them.
It makes sense from like a financial standpoint for all these companies to realize that short form content's where it's at, but also at what cost to our society?
Like, just let TikTok be its own thing. It's gonna, control the market no matter what. So
yeah, but Reels still are like what keeps people on the app now.
Well, they drove me off the app, so.
And even YouTube Shorts drives me crazy. YouTube Shorts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. I watch too many of those, too. But I can't get rid of YouTube. I kind of need that.
Yeah, that is like I really do. Like, I wish I could just like peace out of social media, but because it's like what I use to like promote my business and like post my art and stuff, it's like, I can't really do that. So.
Oh my God. The dog filter is bringing back all of the middle school memories.
So many photos, so many nice photos probably ruined by like the dog filter.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So what social media do you guys use? What do you use, Cass?
I'm on all of it for the most part for my business. Like, my Cassandra Lynn reads, it's basically just a Katie is reading fan page at this point. We were talking the other day, I'm like, the majority of my photos are literally just me and you, Katie.
Untouched.
So it's not really a bookstagram, even though like I have reads in it. Like, primarily when I talk about books, it's here on YouTube. Yeah. But then like my business, Oakley Farrow Studios, I have my TikTok that I post on, my other Instagram that I post on. I actually recently started a YouTube for that. I haven't posted anything, but I'm going to put my shorts. It's just going to be a shorts channel
I was aware of this. Why did I not get the Cassandra Lynn update?
Oh, because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to like try to do like shop in like studio vlogs or whatever. And this was like over the summer when I was like debating. But I think I'm just going to upload basically what I upload on every other short platform thing and post.
Not cross promote?
Yeah, I'm like, what's one more place to post? I'm making one video and posting it in 3 different places. So it's just efficiency. But I hate it. I hate it so much. And it feels like weird. Like, I really hate promoting my business. Like, it just feels weird. I don't like it. But I'm a full-time artist for 3 months. So I kind of have to pay my bills. So it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Some of it's fun, though. But some of it's just like, ugh.
Yeah. Literally the only social media I have is YouTube, if you could even consider it social media.
Yeah.
I was spending way too much time on Instagram, and I like the social aspect of Instagram. But for my own sanity, I had to delete it, and I haven't been on it in a really long time.
Yeah. That's like the hard part is like I really like the like connection part of the social media. But it's just like it's so draining to use it that way because then I just find myself scrolling like really bad. So
I had to prioritize my own mental health and time over.
I would say my favorite thing though of Katie not being chronically online and me being chronically online is explaining when like these new like trends are happening or like these new like sound bits. Like
no, like
I said the other day.
Hearing them explained secondhand is just so much better than actually seeing them.
Like the demure and mindful trend.
Oh yeah.
That I got to explain to Katie and she was like, "What are you saying?"
No, great.
In the club, we all fam.
I still hate that one.
I said it too many times that it's kind of fun.
So very demure of you.
Like, it's so much fun to explain it to someone who has not a clue what it is. But someone like your own age that like will understand it versus like trying to explain it to my mom. She's like, well, that's stupid. I'm like, I know.
See, like, I'll say that's stupid, but I get why it's funny that it's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
my personal favorite of the things that you have explained to me are like the slang from the generation under us.
Gen Alpha. I did a little Google, and I was talking. I don't remember what word it was in particular that like brought it up, but I was like, what were we saying?
I don't know what we were saying.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's gonna bug me. So, hold on, let me see if I can find it.
We used those slang terms for like a week, and then we forgot about them completely.
Yeah, I think it was skibbity.
Skibbity? Oh my god, I was probably scatting.
No. You just do that anyways.
Yeah, but that's probably brought it up.
Term. No.
I use the term scatting very loosely.
Was it Sigma?
I don't know.
We're using one of them ironically for literally a solid week. Oh, it was Ohio too. Oh. Rizzler. It was Rizzler, Ohio, and Sigma. Those were
I thought this shit was a joke. Oh, but apparently it's not.
No, people use it unironically. But I've kind of appreciated it because I don't want to be that, generation above who's like shitting on the younger generation when the generation above us is doing that. I'm here to break the cycle. The Ohio one is so funny though. That one I absolutely love. Like, that's very Ohio. I just love that they picked a state to just diss on continuously. Diss on, yeah. So not even diss on, to like define as a diss. No, a lot of these trends do start out like funny, but then like you're scrolling and it's like 3 or 4 videos in a row, and then it's too much.
No, it's not good anymore.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is probably not a good time to like join this stream.
I'm in high school and I never heard of scatting. Scatting is like a kind of like a jazz thing, maybe, where you just like the skibbity bip bop bop. That's doing it in a very non-serious way. I want you to know it's actually a thing, but I'm just doing it like a moron. So,
Katie,
I don't know how to explain it
all the time. Like if we're like stuttering or something, especially when we're vlogging together, like in the same room, and if we stutter, Katie will be just in the background, like skitty bop.
Do it again, Katie. No.
All the time she's doing this.
I just like to add some entertainment into
add a little bit of spice. Y'all would not believe how unhinged our FaceTime calls can become. Like, truly, I feel like Katie represents herself very, like, put together, for the most part, a little serious in her vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
She is just silly goofy.
When I'm around other people, I'll be silly goofy, but how do I be silly goofy by myself?
She's gonna be silly goofy on the internet.
Yeah. Say, Katie, that was pretty good. Thank you. I've been practicing for a while.
Oh, practice.
This bit has been around for a while.
You can find it probably in quite a few blooper reels of any vlogs we have together. There's usually at least one of them thrown in there.
Somebody said in Norway we've said something is very Texas for decades about things being wild.
I didn't know that.
That's amazing. Shout out to everybody in Norway for that one.
Someone asked me when I went to the Netherlands recently. They were like, so is everything bigger in Texas? I'm like, I mean, they're egos, but not much else. Oh my gosh. Are we doing another sprint? Yes, we'll be doing another sprint.
Is this your way of telling us that you're sick of us talking?
Are you not enjoying Katie's scatting?
Skippy pop pop. Skippy pop pop pop. In a beep pop pop.
They're like, yeah, shut up. We want to do another sprint.
Damn! Guys, this hurts. I enjoy it very much. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. What time is it where we live? It's 11:45 a.m. for Katie and 12:45 p.m. for me.
Cockroaches are certainly bigger than Texas. Can you confirm?
Florida cockroaches are built different. Okay, I thought the same until I moved to Florida.
And that's nasty.
I hate it here. Although the cockroaches are pretty scary in Texas. But I had only seen one cockroach when I lived in Texas.
Just
in
one?
the city, no doubt. I moved to Florida. Oh, I have seen too many.
That's nasty. Everything in Florida is built different.
Even the people that live here. I'm like terrified. I love water. I love like walking by lakes and stuff. I will not do that here. I am too scared of gators. I'm like terrified. I've seen videos where it's like a puddle in the middle of a road and then a gator just crawls out of it. No.
Absolutely not.
I'm ready to get out of here as soon as I can.
Praying for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping in a year or two. Isn't the whole Florida man did XY a thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the people here are built different.
I thought that was because, I mean, obviously they are built different, but I thought you, like, couldn't say, like, the name of the person, and that's why it's always, like, the Florida man did XYZ.
Oh.
I think I saw them in a video once. It was like,
that. I mean, they do that anyways for, like, any state. But I feel like it's a meme at this point because, like, anytime you read Florida Man, it's going to be, like, the most outlandish thing you've ever heard. Following it.
And where are you planning on going, Cass? What's the vibe?
I don't know. I really don't know. Somewhere, I do want to move up north. There's a couple things I have to consider. There's actually a lot of things I have to consider. Depends on, like, the cost of housing. I have to be by an airport because I'm a flight attendant. So if I lived out of state, I would still work out of the Orlando airport. Weather, politics. So there's just like so many things to consider. And I want to be able to, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. I would love to live somewhere where there's mountains. Near Katy?
No mountains near Katy.
Hell no.
I would not wish living in Missouri on anybody.
Although I almost did.
It's not that bad.
We were going to live together.
We were. That was a plan.
That was a plan. It was happening. And you know what this bitch says? She's like, hey, so I'm going to be a smarty and get my master's degree.
I'm
so I don't need to do it more.
I'm sorry I wanted to get educated.
Yep. Threw me for a loop.
But it all worked out in the end.
It did work out. It worked out probably better than I could have expected.
Yeah.
So.
Imagine if we'd lived together. I'd be sad in my 9-to-5. You'd be doing whatever you're doing.
I don't know. It would have been fun to live with Katie, though.
Oh, I'm not saying
maybe one day down the line, if she ever moves her butt out of Missouri.
I'd like to. I mean, not at the present moment, but I'd like to.
Who knows? Potentially in the future, but who knows?
See, Washington State is really pretty. Don't doubt that. I'd love to live in Washington or like Oregon or somewhere up there.
Somewhere up there.
Yeah.
I've debated it. It's just if I worked still out of Florida, that would be such a long commute. And then it's still pretty far because all my family still lives in Texas. So it just depends. Who knows?
Someone said I can see you both in Forks.
Katie and I, we're going to take a vacation there one of these days.
I'd love to visit Forks. I want to go to the Twilight Museum.
I didn't even know there was a Twilight Museum until recently, but I have finished Twilight, so I feel like I'm now a Twihard.
Do you get it now? Do you think you get it?
I don't have that nostalgia. I like the... Okay, like is a strong word, but looking back at my journey through the Twilight Saga, the first one was pretty decent. The first half of the first one.
Yeah.
What is at the Twilight Museum?
You know, I don't even know. But I know there is one.
You can rent the Swan House as an Airbnb.
I don't think I want that. I think I'd rather go stay somewhere cooler.
Oh my gosh. We'll probably start reading in 10 minutes for all of you hanging out, waiting for us to shut our traps.
Yeah, for all of you who are irritated, I'm so sorry.
So sorry. If you look back at any of our other reading sprints, they were always like this. Besides, this is the first one of the year. It's the last one of the year. It is time to chatter it up.
The first day last.
Oh, I would love to go. Where was The Hobbit filmed? Was it Switzerland?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. God, I want to go there so bad.
It looks so cool.
We should go. Let's do that.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I got to plan the future for all my international trips. But I think I might do 2 next year.
Oh, big plans.
Depends. My friend moved to Japan, and if he'll host me, I want to go visit.
I mean, free housing. Can't pass that up.
I made a bunch of friends when I was in the Netherlands, and they've offered. So I want to go back for Ranger's Apprentice Day next year. They have something called Castle Fest, which is basically like a Ren fair, but it happens like once a year, so it's really, really big, and it seemed quite fun. So potentially, we'll see. I don't know.
What the hell happens at Castle Fest, though?
It's like a Ren fair, I said.
Oh, okay. I think I might have
zoned out on that bit.
No, I think I was reading some comments.
It's like it's the Dutch version of a Ren fair.
Okay. Wait,
where's Charlie? Charlie, back me up on this. Where is she? someone from the Netherlands back me up on this.
I don't doubt it. I just zoned out a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Bryce, we're twinning. Fun fact: filming the Hobbit trilogy buggered New Zealand's economy. Like ruined it. I feel like usually when places get tourism, that helps keep the economy afloat. Like when everything with Hawaii was going down and people were like, no, stay away. It was like that economy like thrives off tourism. But I guess if the country's not equipped for like an influx of people, maybe. I don't know. I'm having the best time. Are you? Yes. I love these characters so much. They're growing on me. Well, I mean, they grew on me in the first book, but they're so fun. It's so good. And it's nice too, because like I said with Mistborn, like I loved the first one. The second 2 just didn't hit as hard. This one, I'm just already so deep in it, and I just can't wait to see. And the fact that I've had no spoilers too, I've avoided it like the plague, because I'm out here looking at all these like Brandon Sanderson, like not forums per se, just like all these posts and stuff, and like, you know, TikTok recommends me like reels and stuff, and I've just been so close to being spoiled so many times. I'm like dodging it left and right. So it'll be nice to be, you know, caught up and figure out what happens.
I don't think I've ever been spoiled for any like Brandon Sanderson plot reveal.
I don't think I have either.
Oh, that's nice.
So far, I feel like I'm really tempting fate right now, though. After the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, I'm going to read Half a Soul because of Katie.
I hope you love it. I want to give Half a Soul a reread sometime soon. It's just so cute.
I do want to read that one by the end of this year.
Don't read it. You probably won't like it. And then you're going to give it a 2 star.
Maybe I will. Who knows?
See, the only big fantasy book I've ever kind of seen spoiled is Red Rising sequel series. That's so specific. But that sucks.
I do want to finish that series too. There's so many series I want to read. So little time. And I've started so many, and I really want to get back into the habit of like finishing series, because I used to be so good about that. I'll sit down and I'll just like read the whole series within a month. But nowadays I bounce around a lot with what I read. I did finally read book 2 of the Ender Shadow Quartet though. So that was exciting. And I started the third one, but then I made it 100 pages in, exactly, and then I got bored, so I switched over to Stormlight. So,
I'm
look, the bookmark in this. Look, it's Quoth.
Boo. That is a very nice bookmark, though. The art style is very cool.
Oh, I love it. I have a print of it on my wall in my studio, and they just sent that little bookmark as like an extra little treat.
Oh, that's cute.
It's like a reward.
It's like a reward.
I used to love the Ender Games books, but I'm realizing a lot of those books were 2 stars. I really enjoyed like the first 2 in this series. The third one is kind of losing me. It's really interesting because you can definitely see like a lot of research went into this, but a lot of the author's opinions also seeped into it, which I have no problem with. Like, authors can do whatever the heck they want, as long as you're like aware enough to, you know, form your own opinions on the topics and not base it off of fiction, because this book is dealing a lot with like a world war, so it's involving a lot of different countries and painting certain countries in a bad light. So it's just like, form your own opinions and don't trust fiction by someone who has like prejudice against certain groups of people due to their religion. But it's still really, really interesting to read from that perspective, because I love reading things from all different perspectives to, you know, form my own opinion on things. But it's definitely like, interesting. Yeah. So I like Speaker for the Dead, but after that one, see, I didn't like Speaker of the Dead. Yeah, I liked Ender's Game. That one, top tier, chef's kiss, battle school in space with little genius children. So good. But then I read Speaker of the Dead, and it went in a completely different direction. And I was just like, not my fave.
Damn, that sucks.
So, but I do really like sci-fi. I need more like sci-fi things to pick up.
I feel like I'm not a big sci-fi person, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll pick one up, but I feel like for the most part it's not my thing.
Are you gonna continue Skyward?
Yeah, that's kind of a
that's the sci-fi we're talking.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I need to try more sci-fi, that's for sure, but like just generally I don't really think it's my thing.
Yeah. I like the stuff in space. I never really thought I would. I'm like, it's pretty interesting. I really want to read either what's it called? Hail Mary? And what's the other one?
Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary and oh my god, what is it called? The one on Mars. He's living on Mars. I literally watched the movie recently. Someone help me out here. It's also by that same author.
The Martian.
The Martian, thank you.
That one?
Yeah. I want to read those. I saw Faith. She had read one of them and really liked it. I'm like, give it a try. I mean, it's one of those books that are really like prolific. So
yeah, I feel like everybody, not like everybody, but like a lot of people who like I don't really see normally pick that kind of stuff up, read it and like it. So,
yeah. I won't pick up Dune though. I feel like that's one of those like big popular books that I have just like not even a shred of interest in.
I almost read Dune last year because I was gonna do like a reading sci-fi for a week, and like not a week, but like it never happened. But I had Dune checked out from the library, and I was gonna make myself read it, but I started another book, and I was like, I don't want to do this video anymore.
Fair.
I typically scrap a lot of like my themed vlogs.
Yeah,
I just don't want to do them
because if you're not in the mood, it's just like, why do you want to force yourself to do this for an entire week?
I always come up with the plan like 2 months before. I'm like, all right, I'm going to film it then. And then by the time I get there, I'm like, I don't want to film it anymore.
See, that was my problem with my Patreon. Every book that would win, I'd be so excited. And then when that month rolled around finally, I was like, I'm kind of not in the mood for this anymore.
Yeah.
So.
These are such dissenting opinions.
They're real. It's all over the place. Like the best book I've ever read. It was like the worst book ever.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I love it though. Do you want to? I'm gonna trust you with the emojis for this entire sprint. I don't have emojis on my keyboard like you can do. So,
how long do you guys want to read?
Do we want to do another 45 or do we want to do a 30?
We could do either one. I'm probably gonna play Animal Crossing during this next sprint. So
let's do 45.
All right. That's good.
And then we can chat one more time, and then this will probably be the last one, unless you want to do like a quick 20-minute at the end.
It's up to you guys.
Okay. Not the 1 hour. Hey now, 30 or 45? Those were your options.
We'll do 45.
45. Perfect.
See, Alma said 45, so we're going to do 45.
It's now a dictatorship. Alma makes all the decisions around here. Oh my goodness.
2 votes for 30. Too bad.
Maria says, how about reading theme books every now and then, filming it each time and putting it together in a video?
See, I think that would feel too disjointed for me.
And we really both don't like reading or vlogging for long periods of time.
Yeah, I know the video, if you didn't know that that's how I filmed the video, it probably wouldn't feel that weird. But to me, I'd be like, oh my God, it's so bad. I don't like it.
So many of my recent vlogs, especially since I stopped posting as often, which I'm making my comeback, people. I'm going to do 1 video a week for the rest of the year. Ooh. So stay tuned for that.
Get ready.
But a lot of my videos were literally filmed over a month. And I'd have literally, it was not fun. Because I was repeating myself because I couldn't remember what I said in certain updates. And then,
man, I just realized I wrote the wrong thing in this comment.
Oh, the wrong time?
No, I put
cast instead of CST.
And that's kind of an important part of the comments. I'm going to fix it. We'll start reading, and I'll fix it while we're reading.
Okay, fair enough. Right. I will be back. Yeah. Grab a water. Grab some more water. Fill my water bottle.
Yeah. not to scare anyone, but the sprint is over. I don't want to jump scare people. How'd it go for everybody? Cass, how'd it go for you?
I'm going through it. Something happened and I texted Katie about it and all I got back was a single emoji. I know.
We won't say it.
So much is happening. No, it's so good. But like, so sad, but so good.
Well, I have been playing Animal Crossing during this last sprint. And my house is looking very spiffy these days, okay?
Very nice. Yeah. Just showing how late do you think we're going for? We'll chat for a little bit, maybe do like one more.
Like
it
a
really
short
depends.
sprint.
Like a short one, yeah. So, yeah.
I'm so tired this morning.
Every time like I sit and read, I get like really like I'm just yawning all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not super sleepy though. I just keep yawning.
I could go for a nap.
I could go for a Formula One race. I'm so excited.
Is there an F1 race today?
It's a sprint weekend, so there's a sprint race.
Sprints.
It's quite exciting because they just flat out race as hard as they can, basically. But then tomorrow's the Grand Prix.
Oh.
So,
where are they?
They're in Brazil.
Oh, very fun.
Indeed. Ow. Sorry, I burned the ever-loving crab today. And now it's like, this might be TMI. It's peeling a little bit.
Oh no! Now you're talking about your skin peeling.
No, it hurts so bad. I didn't realize that I could burn my finger so badly. All I was doing is cooking pancakes, and I got batter on my stovetop. So I went to wipe it off, but like my finger like grazed the side of the pan I was cooking the pancakes in. And it absolutely took me out. Also, there's qualifying today, too. Sorry. I was just reading the chat.
Do they still race even if it's raining?
Yes. Unless it gets, like, severe, where the drivers basically vote being like, is it too unsafe? So, but apparently it's raining, which makes it even more exciting, especially for a sprint race. Oh, that's going to be so fun. Sorry.
How frequently do people, like, get hurt during F1 races?
So, F1, not super often, especially because every accident that happens, it's like deep research into figuring out how to prevent that same accident from happening. So, back in the early years of racing, there was like a lot of accidents and crashes and stuff. So nowadays, less so because it's so engineered to be safe, but it's not like 100% guaranteed.
Interesting. See, I've never watched an F1 race in my life, so I don't know anything about it. So glad to be educated.
I hadn't until like my dad got into it a few years back, and then I like sat to watch a race with him. And I was like, wait, this was kind of fun. But then these past couple weekends, I've actually watched like the qualifying and all the other like the practices and stuff. It was fun. I'm like, wow. There's only like 4 races left of the season, though. So sad.
How long is like their break? When's the next season?
It's not that long. Like they've really extended how many races are in a season because I think it starts up again in February or March, and they end in December, beginning of December, and then I think the season starts up in March. End of March, it starts up again. So it's really not that long of a break.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But.
It's really fun. So much more drama than you would think.
Yes. Oh my God. The politics in F1 are crazy.
Damn.
I love it. It's quite fun. I finally picked out a favorite driver. I was unsure for a while there.
Do share.
Oscar Piastri.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there are Formula One romance books. Listen, there are. I can't do it. I have just heard some like horrible things about the writing.
No, please read one.
I debated it. I really did debate it, but I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. I do love a sports romance, but I'm just worried it's going to be like really bad.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I've ever read a sports romance.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will probably read Allie Hazelwood's sports romance that's coming out.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I haven't had a lot of faith in Miss Hazelwood recently because I haven't really liked her last 3 books.
Yeah.
But I am intrigued to see this new concept for her. Is it still is like a STEM thing still? I'd love to know if she's gonna work that in still.
Can you imagine a swimmer and a STEM girly?
He's a pro swimmer, but he's also a mechanical engineer on this.
That would be fun. She could pull it off. I have faith in her. Oh my gosh. Sport romances are interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
After I watched F1, Throttled seems so goofy to me now. Yeah. That's fair. Although this is, I did read the K-pop books, so like, who am I to really judge?
That's true.
But I don't know.
I don't see those on your shelves. Why do they not have a face out?
I don't want to hear another word from you. They're on the shelf.
I spent my hard-earned money on those books.
Hush you. You've unhauled books I've gifted to you.
Have I?
Foul Lady Fortune.
Oh, that's so right.
Not to whip that straight out, but
he's like, I have a list.
I really don't. And you asked me to, and I was like, I
tried Foul Lady Fortune. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
And then
did I get rid of that one? I think I got rid of that one. I love all the people in the chat talking about F1. Look what I've done. I
love it. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I love it.
Verstappen, who was my favorite driver until I decided Piastri was, has been driving like a mad lad, and he has just gotten so many penalties recently. But I love it because it's drama. If every race was perfect and all the drivers followed all the rules, it would be boring. So.
See, what is it? K-pop books. Do explain, Cass.
What are they? It's like K-pop. What is it called? K-pop confidence, confidentiality. What was it?
Controversy.
K-pop something. I don't know. They were just fun, cute little romance like K-pop books about like trainees. They were fun when I was deep in my K-pop phase. I'm out of it now, guys. I was deep in it for a while. My old roommate was like really into it, and she's still really into it. So that's like how I was into it. I still like listen to the music and stuff. I'm just not like in it.
That's kind of where I'm at with K-pop now.
Yeah.
Love a good new release. But I don't really follow any groups anymore.
Yeah. I'm probably going to sell my albums.
Big moment.
I know. I'm probably going to get rid of most of my light sticks except for like 2 of them.
Who are you keeping?
Stray Kids and 1Us.
Solid choice.
If either of them ever tour, which I mean they will, like I'll go see them for sure. Especially Stray Kids. Stray Kids is like my fave. But none of the other groups, I'm like, it's expensive, And I don't have that disposable income that I had back in 2022. I went to like 14 K-pop concerts.
You were so back that.
Oh,
that's so insane.
No. Yeah, my roommate's sister recently got into Stray Kids, so I was like, we should go to the concert together if they ever come to Florida.
It'd be so fun.
Yeah, they were fun. I don't know how, because I got to see them front row the first time I ever saw them, and I don't know how the experience will ever match up to that. And I think I'd have to sell an arm and 2 legs to be able to like afford to ever do that again.
Yeah.
So.
I've never been to a K-pop concert, but I feel like I should go to one at some point.
She almost went to BTS, though.
I got tickets, and then it got canceled, and now I'm not into BTS anymore.
But you would see TXT, right?
I would, yeah.
TXT and what's the other group you said you would see?
I don't know if there are any other groups I would see anymore. I would have gone to a Twice concert like a couple years ago. Probably not anymore.
They probably play more of their newer stuff.
Yeah.
So
what can you do? Save money and not go.
Yeah. I luckily saw TXT right before they like blew up in America. So like the tickets weren't like that hard to get. I mean, every K-pop concert, it's just like the stress. You kind of lose a couple lives trying to get tickets for them.
No, stuff like that stresses me the hell out, honestly.
She went through that the other day. She was trying to get this mug.
We were on FaceTime together
so hard that I was stressed for her to get this mug.
They dropped at 3. I was ready. It was a whole thing.
My heart was pounding and I had nothing. Like, I was not invested in the slightest, but I was so invested. I was like, oh my god, is she going to get this mug?
Mug. It's a Twilight mug. I'll unbox it in a vlog. Don't worry, you'll see it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
it's unique, to say the least.
No, it's great. Someone mentioned Red Velvet. I would go see Red Velvet, actually.
Are they still, like, a group? Like, touring?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. Remember the bardcore version of Psycho? Yeah, there are so many bardcore versions of songs. The bardcore versions of K-pop songs are like my favorite things. They're so funny.
They're so good, though.
They really are. Like, they kind of hit.
They really do. Oh my goodness. Whew. Didn't know that Red Velvet was still going.
I don't like listen to them too much anymore, but I like enough of their older stuff that I would go see them still. Yeah. Also, their songs they're hits. They're so good.
Yeah. That's typically when like Katie and I hang out. Our music tastes are very, very different, but K-pop is where we can have that.
Where we converge. It's in that little overlapping section of the Venn diagram.
What would you describe your music taste as? Like, what are the things that you like?
I like pop music, I guess. I like R&B music.
R&B. That's the thing I don't like, and you listen to a lot of.
Oh, I love R&B music. And like some, not really rock music, but like I like some older like punk rock kind of songs, that vibe. But that's
Paramore.
Yeah.
That one song from Muse in the Twilight soundtrack.
Yeah, I've never listened to any other Muse song aside from Supermassive Black Hole. But when I was like in high school, I loved Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy, and I will still listen to those specific songs that I listened to in high school. Yeah. I thought it was very edgy.
Oh, yeah. I love that, like, Panic and Fall Out, like, those were, like, the songs you listened to when you thought you were emo, and I feel they're not.
I was so embarrassing when I was 17. I was like, nobody gets me. I like wear all black like clothing to school. I feel like I'm so edgy, but like really, I just looked like I was getting ready for my Olive Garden shift. Like, it's not good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I listen to a lot of like rock. I've been really into classic rock lately. When my mom came down to visit, that's like all I listened to for like 2 weeks was just like classic rock, hard rock, punk rock, pop rock. I just want the vibes, you know, at all times.
Yeah, of course,
yes. Although I do have like I grew up on like a few bands like With Them Temptation, Delane, Nightwish, and they're like orchestral rock bands or like orchestral gothic rock bands or something like that. And I feel like that's a really like niche subgenre.
Indeed.
But I love all their music so much.
I've never heard of any of them.
Yeah, they're not really music. When I worked with one coworker who knew who Nightwish was, and I about like flipped my shit. I was like, "What? You know who they are?"
See, there's another person knows who Nightwish is.
See, because they are really cool.
Yeah.
Although I don't really like their newer stuff. They dropped a new album, and it was like 15 songs, and I liked 2 of them. So sad.
You hate to see it.
Fall Out Boy is like staple emo music. To insinuate they aren't as wild. Like, they are. It's funny to me. Yeah. Like that was like those were the bands. It was MCR, Fall Out Boy, Panic, and 21 Pilots, I feel like. Although 21 Pilots never really was like emo.
Yeah.
They were pretty mainstream, I feel like.
I'd say so.
Oh, wait, someone's giving me old song recommendations. I'm going to write this down. Fanny Walked the Earth. I've never heard of them. I do need new music, though, because I was listening to my normal playlist, because I'm the psycho who doesn't really have... I have 3 playlists. One has nothing but K-pop. One has, like, my old songs that I really like. And one has every single song I've ever liked.
That is
so my every single song I've ever liked playlist has just not been hitting. I've been skipping too many songs. So,
see, I have I got my Twilight playlist full of all the good Twilight soundtrack songs.
Solid.
On my Halloween tunes playlist, been busting that one out a lot.
I got to listen to that one.
Yeah, and then I just have like my newer music playlist, which is just every song I think is good.
You have so many new music playlists, though.
Huh?
You have so many like new music playlists.
I only have one.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had a couple where like every time you find new songs, it's just like 10 new songs.
No, I had an older one.
Like an old new?
A while ago. I wish I had deleted it, but alas. But this one I've just been adding like every song that I like to for like a year and a half.
Okay.
I just shuffle.
Every time we're in Missouri together, Katie always puts me in charge of the music, and I'm always like, oh,
yeah, because I hate playing music for people. Like, I never pass me the aux, guys. I'm not into it.
I always got so nervous. This one time I was driving my coworker, sorry, someone else recommended something. I'm just gonna plop that down. I was driving them home or something, and I just had my music playing. And Scene Queen came on. And I do love Scene Queen. But that's not really music I would probably listen to around like my 40-year-old coworker. And then it came on and she goes, yeah, this sounds like something you would listen to. And I was like, should I be offended by that? Like, I'm not sure.
Yeah. That's hilarious though.
So I only listen to musical theater. I have never been burned more than when I'm like, yeah, like I feel like, people don't really know this, but I quite like musical theater. And someone's like, no, you look like someone who would listen to musical theater. That has stuck with me for years. And I've never been the same.
That's hilarious, honestly.
So, but I do really like musical theater too. I have a separate playlist for that. I just don't bring it up.
I listen to like some musical theater songs, but I have to be in a certain mood,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the Heather soundtrack, I like that for a solid 6 months was like my personality. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's so random because I just listened to some songs off of the Heather soundtrack last night.
Good.
For the first time ever.
Yeah?
I've never heard before.
Thoughts?
Very interesting.
Oh, do you know what like Heather's is about?
No.
Yeah, it's something.
I think I get the vibes of Heather's, but like I couldn't tell you what it's about.
I remember I listened to the soundtrack before I saw I don't think it was Two Rivers. Someone did like a production of it and they had it posted on YouTube and I used to watch it like all the time. So when I actually watched it and like saw the songs in context, I was like, interesting. 6 is such a good one too. I love that one. It's very just like pop upbeat. I would love to see that one live. I don't like Wicked. That's my bold. That's my bold. I don't like the Wicked soundtrack.
That really is a bold claim. It's a classic.
I know.
I don't know about this new movie, though. I don't have high hopes for it.
I really don't either. Ow. Sorry, my finger really hurts. Yeah, I'm not a big movie person anyways, so.
See, I'm not either, but I do really like Wicked. I've seen it live a couple of times, but I don't know. I'm not convinced it's going to be good. Like, I'm sure the singing is going to be great, but.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know about the rest of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Although, to be fair, like, in my defense of The Wicked, I have never actually seen it live or, like, seen the performances. I just like the songs I listen to. I'm not a big fan of. So.
I saw it when I was, like, really young, and then a couple of years ago I went to see it again. It was pretty good.
Was it a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was recently. What did you see recently?
I went to see a production of Peter Pan recently.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I swear you saw something recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love The Lion King, but I can't watch it too much because my husband gets far too emotional.
Oh my gosh.
You know, here's my hot take for the day. I watched Mamma Mia, the movie, and I didn't really like it that much.
I didn't either. I watched it in college with, like, Mamma Mia fanatics. Like, my roommate was obsessed with Mamma Mia, and she got our whole, like, college friend group together and was like, we need to have a watch party. Okay.
Like,
my mom watched it recently, and she's like, I don't really like it either.
Yeah, like, it's a fine movie, but I don't understand why it's that big.
Yeah.
You know? It was cute. It was a vibe. But
I feel like I have said too many controversial things in this live stream. Like, maybe this is why we don't go live anymore.
Maybe. See, I did see Moulin Rouge earlier this summer. That wasn't my favorite thing either. It was a fun way to hang out with my friends that I don't get to see very often, but I didn't love Moulin Rouge. One of my top movie musicals is Moulin Rouge. I'm so sorry. I've never seen the movie, though. Only the stage production that I saw.
I've seen, The Addams Family. I went to see, like, the stage production of that when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. I like a lot of the songs on that soundtrack. That's a fun one. I saw 2 years ago. Wow. Crazy. Devil Wears Prada. It never made it off Broadway because it was not very good. I was really disappointed because I love the movie. It's like one of my favorite movies. But it was just not it.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
I liked the movie. I've never seen the production, but I liked Devil Wears Prada.
There's so many iconic actors in that movie. So good.
So maybe I'm viewing Mamma Mia with nostalgia. It's my childhood. See, I never watched it when I was younger, so maybe that's my problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I view Twilight. You know, I feel like if I read the Twilight in middle school, I would have been like, so.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta have like a long-standing love for it to really get it.
There's been like a couple of books, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but just like books that I read when I'm older where I'm like, wow, like middle school me would have absolutely made this like her whole personality. Mm-hmm. And it's so sad when you find those books that you like know you would have loved and you just didn't read them back in middle school.
Yeah.
So
it's sad.
Most of my middle school favorites hold up other than like Mortal Instruments, I would say. Because like Percy Jackson, that holds up still, especially the Lost Hero series. Love them. The Lunar Chronicles, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Marissa Meyer randomly DM'd me in like the beginning of the year. That was crazy. Because I wrote her a letter back when I met her like 4 years ago. And she just messaged me out of the blue. And this was when I was off of social media, so I didn't see it until like weeks later. I was like,
can you imagine just coming back to a DM from one of your favorite like childhood authors?
I was flabbergasted. But she responded, so I was like, wow.
That's so nice of her.
Yeah. Like, that is so sweet. I was like, I still love your stuff, and I read all your new stuff. Or, like, most of your new stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I really liked the one Marissa Meyer book that I read.
You read Heartless.
I liked Heartless a lot.
Did you have Cinder checked out at one point?
I started it. I started the audiobook for it. I just never continued on with it.
The audiobooks are good. If you ever do decide that you want to dive into that. I don't think you ever will, but if you do, it's like
I don't think I will. I feel like I'm past the time when I would have wanted to read it, you know?
It's fair. I'm always like one step away from doing a reread of that series. Renegades was really good too. It was one of those like anti-superhero
Mackenzie loves Renegade. She's been trying to get me to read it. I'm like,
does she really? Oh my gosh, Mackenzie! I need to go talk to her then.
how to hit her up.
We can both get on that boat of convincing you to read it. I really want to reread it because I read like 2 of those books in one day.
That is kind of wild because they're kind of thick.
They are. It was the last 2 books, but I was at work all day. It was like a 14-hour shift, so I was just reading it in between.
Dang,
it's good. And then I came home and finished the book. It was wonderful.
Those are the best kind of books where you just like can't put them down. Oh, yes. I feel like I haven't had that in a while. It makes me sad.
Hunger Games is great for me. It's included in my yearly rewatch. I remember reading it in middle school and just like not really getting the hype. Like I get it now from like older me's perspective, like understanding how groundbreaking they were and everything. It wasn't really my cup of tea back in middle school.
I know I liked Hunger Games when I read it, but I was a Divergent girly, which explains a lot. Because I know that Divergent is not good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I love
you. Yeah, you read all of them, right?
No, I only read the first 2. Okay. I did the same thing with Hunger Games. I never read the last book in either of those series.
The 3rd book, Veronica Roth is wild for that.
Oh, I know what happens in the 3rd book. I honestly major respect.
As Assassin's Maze Runner at middle school, not sure that holds up. It doesn't. Trust me, it does not. I remember reading it in middle school, and then I tried to reread it in high school, and I'm like, James Dashner, what type of writing is this?
What's going on?
Couldn't do it.
Just read it recently, and I don't think my 12-year-old brain will appreciate Hunger Games. Yeah, maybe I need to reread the Hunger Games. Maybe I'll like it more now. Although also, I feel like it might be kind of boring just because it's so like in public knowledge now. I feel like everyone knows what happens in Hunger Games.
I feel like I would like the movies, but I don't like another very controversial hot take. I don't really like Jennifer Lawrence. It's nothing against her. I don't know why I don't like her. I don't know why. I don't know
just
why.
A vibe.
It's just the vibe. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't think anyone could have done Katniss better. But for some reason, like I can't watch X Games because she's in that too. I'm just out to get canceled today. I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever had like strong feelings about an actor before. Just like I don't like them, and I don't know why.
It's just like the vibes. I don't know. I don't know why.
Hold on. What? I just read a comment about Divergent. Is it spoilers? Maybe.
Technically.
Technically? I have no clue that happened.
I never guessed it. I didn't remember that was a thing. Oh, wait, no, I do remember that was a thing. Never mind. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah. Don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
Everyone hates Nicolas Cage. Oh. I don't know. I don't really have any actors that I like love. Ryan Reynolds. Everything he's in, other than Green Lantern, everything he's in, I just love.
See, I'm not a movie person, so I don't really follow actors in any I'm like, oh, they're in this, I'm gonna watch this kind of thing. So
yeah,
I have no strong feelings about actors or actresses.
That's fair. I don't really follow. I think I only follow Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna be so honest. I was really enjoying the Deadpool, the shenanigans they were getting up to during promotion and stuff.
Ryan Reynolds hater.
I mean, fair. I can absolutely understand that. See, I feel a little justified now in my Jennifer Lawrence hate. Hate is a strong word. I really
dislike.
The vibes are off.
The apathy towards Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. I remember I really liked Anna Kendrick, and I still like some of the movies that she's in. I was big on Pitch Perfect back in middle school and early high school, and I remember we were doing some project I don't remember if it was like English class or speech class, but I remember which teacher it was that said this. And I was talking about like Anna Kendrick. And my teacher just goes, I just cannot stand her. I'm like, okay. Rude.
Rude.
Nowadays I'm like, fair. Like, she does give very like mean girl. Yeah, she literally gives mean girl vibes. She kind of does.
I don't know if I've ever like seen her outside of like her being in a movie. Like just talking.
I read her
like,
autobiography.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's always interesting when these like prolific, you know, well-known people come out with their, you know, autobiographies, because you read it and when they like were nobodies, right? But it's like you just still feel that disconnect because it's like, well, look where you are now. So it kind of worked out for you.
Yeah.
But again, Anna Kendrick in Twilight, her lines are hilarious. I can't.
No, it's so funny.
Freaking Dawn. Yeah.
Like
she really just
she's so on the volleyball team.
Anna Kendrick's directorial debut. I almost debated watching that, but then it was scary. But I do like that she didn't take any money from that movie.
What is it?
It is about a serial killer named like the game show Serial Killer. And he was like on this like dating show basically. And apparently it's really good. But she's like, I felt sleazy taking money, like making money off of like something that was like ripped from the headlines because it's based off a true story. Mm-hmm. So she donated all of her, all of the profits, I think, or at least all of her. I don't know how everything went about, but she donated.
Yeah,
money, which is cool.
I said I hate Will Ferrell, but people are like, but Elf, I still want to punch him for no reason.
Bro, that actually no, I'm so with you on that. I'm not for Will Ferrell's type of comedy. I understand why people actually no, I really don't. Like cool if you like his sense of humor, that's cool and all. But I can't. When I saw like clips from the Barbie movie, I was like,
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, I just
It's like him and Jim Carrey. I don't like either. There we go. I found people I don't like.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. I don't like well, no. Never mind, I take that one back.
I like Jim Carrey in The Grinch. That one I'll accept.
That's the only one. What are your Christmas movie hot takes?
Elf's not good. Yeah. I've never seen it. Putting that out there, but I know it's not good.
That is, yeah.
That's my real hot take.
I don't think I have any like Christmas movie hot takes. I do like the Christmas movie with Anna Kendrick in it though.
Which one is that?
I think it's called Noel. I haven't watched it in a few years. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I've never seen Die Hard. I should.
I've seen Die Hard, and I do not think it is a Christmas movie.
I'll get on that. I think my mom probably likes it. My mom's really into action movies.
My mom too.
I think I've seen the ending of that one actually. Or am I thinking of a different movie? I don't know.
I'm trying to think if I have any more hot takes.
I don't know. I like this question though. Were y'all Team Jem or Team Will for the Infernal Devices?
Team Jem.
Team Will.
That's my man.
I just really liked Will. Because Will reminded me of Jace.
That checks. That makes a lot of sense.
That was like my first book crush. I was like, oh my gosh. Jace Wayland. I remember being in middle school and when the movie came out, all of us girls were like watching like the garden scene. And we're like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Will's just too much. And I know he's got some shit going on, but he's still too much.
I do love Jem, but I was absolutely Team Will when I read it the first go around.
Been Team Jem since day one.
Hey, you're asking the opinion of someone who was Team Jacob in Twilight, okay?
I thought you were Team Nobody.
I was in the beginning Team Jacob. Now I'm Team Nobody. Everyone should have died alone in that film franchise.
I'm still...
Except for Alice.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart.
I'll accept that. See, I kind of think Bella and Edward deserve each other, so.
They're all insufferable.
Yeah. I like Jacob too. Get out of here. Hot take, but they should have all been in love. Oh my god, the throuple. Stephanie Meyer would never.
Oh, I mean, it's still how everything ends off is a weird dynamic.
Oh, obviously.
I feel like what she went for is weirder than, if she was to try to write a throuple.
You're so right, honestly. There has to be Twilight fan fiction where they all are in a polyamorous relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was Team Jacob just because I thought Taylor was hot.
I'm not saying that's the only reason I was Team Jacob. But...
I'm not saying he's not, but...
Yeah, Veronica, we don't like to think about that at all. I was so uncomfortable watching those movies.
See, that's why I never rewatched the last two for the most part.
Yeah, I understand it now. I understand the dissing of all of those movies, basically.
Twilight and New Moon, those I will rewatch. The rest of them...
You come so far from hating New Moon.
I know. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me these days.
When we watched New Moon the first time together, you were like, oh, it's like my least favorite one.
Yeah, but now, like, I see that it kind of has, fall vibes.
It took us so long to watch Twilight that Katie had a change of heart.
I did. Like, when we first watched Twilight, I was like, oh, not New Moon. And I'm like, wait, New Moon's my second favorite now.
Veronica, the scene that took me out is when she body slammed the mountain lion. That broke me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Eclipse is when it starts going downhill.
My mom loves those movies.
Me and your mom, we need to talk about Twilight together.
She was like, you hadn't seen them? I love those movies. I'm like,
yeah, Mom, you haven't seen them.
I've seen them now, though.
Yeah.
They are imprinted. They are as imprinted on me as Jacob imprinted.
I like this review of the first movie. The first film was okay, competent in its construction.
Just Twilight.
Just Twilight.
They've become more of a part of my life through Katie than I think they ever were meant to be.
I love making people watch Twilight. You're the second person I've made watch all of the Twilight movies.
See, I'm not even special, y'all. I'm not even special. This is not a unique experience.
No, see, we had
all my vlogs. No, in all of my vlogs, when I include Twilight clips, I always have people being like, "Yeah, like my friend made me like sit down and watch Twilight too."
Like the first one was my college roommate junior year. We watched all 5 of them in one go.
That's wild behavior.
We stayed up until like 2 a.m. It was so fun though. And that started her mini obsession with Twilight as well. We made those little
Christmas
ornaments.
Those were
Twilight.
Are you pulling that out this year?
Obviously.
I love those.
Yeah, they're great.
The conversation always comes back to Twilight on this channel. Yep. I mean, she's wearing her fork sweatshirt. What did you expect? Oh, Katie and I are doing a rewatch of Twilight, though.
We are, yeah.
I am now in a world where I will get to watch Twilight twice. Never thought I'd see the day.
Never thought you'd see the day.
Never. We're also trying to finish the Shadowhunter TV series.
Oh,
been around since that era.
We haven't watched any of the Shadowhunter show in like a year, easily.
We're so close to the end, though. Yet so far. I do miss Frat Boy Jace a little bit.
I don't.
I'm like, I just want to see how things end off.
Actually, I'll rewatch it just for Alec and Izzy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll probably start reading in about 6 minutes, by the way.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Simon Fan Club, more like Simon Hate Club.
No, I thought we started liking Simon.
Yeah, but then I started to dislike him again.
Go with the grain.
For the longest time, when Katie and I were watching like the Shadowhunter TV series, we would never be like, "Do you want to watch Shadowhunters tonight?" No, we'd be like, "Simon Hate Fest," and that's what we called it.
Yeah. POV Katie is Stephanie Meyer in disguise. How dare you? Absolutely not.
Blasphemy.
I would never write such an atrocious book series. I might love it, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Valid. So valid. Dead.
I'm actually hurt.
Oh my goodness. This stream has been wild.
I feel like it's pretty par for the course, frankly.
I mean, yeah, but it's just been so long. I forgot how it was.
I did miss it.
I did kind of miss it.
No.
Not the book discussions, just the reading spreads.
No. Reading? Nah. Randomly chatting for like an hour? Yeah.
Should we just do that twice a year? Just randomly chatting?
Yeah.
Skip the reading sprint portion?
It's just talking.
I've never seen Katie and Stephanie in the same room. I'm just saying.
Get out of here. I want to test Katie. Where's Stephanie Meyer's cameo? In the first movie, she's in the diner. In the
diner?
Yeah.
Oh, when they're eating the fries all weird? Or the burger all weird? What are they doing with that ketchup?
And then she's also at Bella and Edward's wedding. She's a guest.
I even knew that. Because
it's very, like, awkwardly placed in there. Just like...
Oh, goodness. What? Was she in the diner when Bella was talking to her dad?
Yeah, I think there are a couple of shots in the diner in the first one. I don't know which one it is, but she's there somewhere.
There's somewhere. Can't believe we're still on the topic of Twilight.
Here's your burger, Stephanie. I've seen Twilight too many times. I could probably quote a lot of it at this point.
She's not a movie person because she's too hung up on rewatching Twilight.
I'm not a movie person because I just don't watch movies.
Most of the time I've seen, it's so funny, when my mom was visiting, she's a big movie person. And so, we sit down and watch movies together. And she typically, when I was like living at home, she would always have just movies on in the living room as like background or whatever. So I've seen like bits and pieces of a lot of movies. But I haven't like sat down and watched a lot of movies. Yeah. So when we were trying to pick something out to watch, she was like, "Oh, have you seen this?" And I was like, "They're like bits and pieces. Have you seen this?" "Yeah, I've seen like the ending."
Yeah, I mean, the one time I was at your house, they were watching a movie, and I feel like I picked up little bits and pieces from the movie that was on. I think it was a Knight's Tale.
No, we sat down to watch that. Did we not?
No, I definitely did not see that whole movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we sat down. Oh, no, that was my birthday before. I do really love The Knight's Tale. I think I'm overdue for a rewatch on that one.
Yeah.
I recently watched... God, what's it called? Hold on. It's going to come to me. 10 Things I Hate About You. With Heath Ledger.
You're telling me
it was blasphemy that I hadn't seen it before. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. I do love me a rom-com.
Oh, I love a rom-com.
I'm not a movie person, but let me name all the movies I've seen. I do need to finish my Lord of the Rings marathon. I was doing one. I made it 2 movies in. I need to watch the third one.
The last one?
No! I was watching it before I traveled to go see you, and then I was gone for 2 weeks.
We could have watched Return of the King together.
Could have, but we watched Over the Garden Wall instead, which was
that's true. That is,
and Twilight.
Just the essentials.
Just the essentials. Do you want to do your emojis?
Oh yeah.
Get prepped and ready.
I think I am gonna go eat lunch during this last sprint, so I might turn my camera off. But I gotta scoot when we're done.
You're just gonna leave like that? Oh, how long are we doing this one for?
Like 20 minutes?
20 minutes? And then we can we can end things off nice and roundly at 2 p.m.
Yeah. What's the vibe for the emojis? Give me a vibe.
Twilight.
All right.
Can't believe Katie's abandoning us.
I have to go see my grandparents.
Your grandparents are over?
Not my house. I have to go to see them.
Oh, I see. I guess that's a valid excuse.
I guess it's a valid excuse.
Hey, this has been a long sprint. We're approaching 4 hours, so it's been good. You know, we talked about Twilight, the weather. What more was there really to talk about at this point?
We hit all of the interesting topics.
All right, 20 minutes. Get some final reading in for the day, or for the sprint, that is. Maybe not for the day. I just reached part 2. I'm on the interlude right now, so I'm ready.
Do you like the interludes? What's your review of the interludes?
I like them. Yeah. They're always really interesting. And this one is no different, and you get to learn there's like so much world building and understanding like crammed into these interludes, and I'm here for it.
It's such a cool concept.
All right. Happy reading. Shit, that means I'm in charge of keeping track of the time. I was just depending on Katie the whole time. Maybe she'll come back in time, and then I won't have to worry about that.
Boo. 'Tis 150, and I'm back.
A little too prompt. That was not very polite. My bookmark is dust. I didn't even do anything. Look at it.
I'm gonna bring you a new tassel later this month. You look great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I can't believe later this month. That's so exciting.
Oh, I'm very excited. What is this? Little dead skin? That's cute.
My dad just texted me that qualifying was delayed due to the heavy rain. That means the sprint race already happened then. Anyways, this was so fun.
Yeah, I've had a really nice time.
Me too.
Even though I did barely any reading, but I still had a nice time.
I think I'm almost done the interlude. This is like a longer interlude than I thought it was going to be. It was like, oh, that's it. And then it was like another perspective and another okay.
Another one and another.
Gosh, wait, no, there's like another one after this one. Okay, so I still have like a solid. Wait, is this another one? No. Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm so close. What am I at? Sorry. About 20-ish pages of this interlude left.
I jump scared a dog. I feel bad now.
You jump scared me. You had been coming back so politely, whispering like, "Hey guys, we're back." And this one, you're like, "It's 150 readings over. We're done." Thank y'all so much for joining. This truly, it was blast.
I had a very nice morning.
Likewise,
yeah.
I'm content with the amount of reading. That's like the longest I've been able to like sit down and actually read this book. So it was so nice.
Really getting into it now.
Really,
just wait.
I'm already going through it. I'm so scared.
Make me want to reread Words of Radiance. It's so good.
It's so good. But I'm very hungry. My tummy's like grumbling quite loudly now. So I'm gonna go eat some taco soup. My roommate cooked up yesterday. It's
very nice.
Good. I'm really excited about that. I hope that y'all have a lovely rest of your day or night or morning. Weekend.
This is the first time you joined. They're all like this.
They are.
Yeah. But thank you for joining.
And this is goodbye and farewell.
For Wyverns and Words. That's not to say we won't be back for other generic reading sprints.
Generic reading sprints, possibly still under the Wyverns and Words logo.
The non-branded, the store brand, if you will, reading sprints. Anyway,
thank you so much.
Have a nice Saturday. We're gonna go. Hope it is stunning, like all of you.